So next up is Antti. Please come on stage on flexible hybrid multi-layer systems, prototyping and process development. Antti is working with VTT for many, many years. And he's quite successful because he's still standing here and doing his job well. And VTT is known everywhere, I think. Who has not heard about VTT yet? No one, you see. So, stage is yours.
Thank you, Sebastian. So, actually, today I decided to speak more about how to get towards the product, the early parts of the process. Not so much about upscaling and taking into account the complexity of the systems that is required. Just mandatory words of VTT, we are 2,400 research organization, VTT Technical Center of Finland. We do contract R&D work for our customers, licensing services of technologies, and then obviously we work in the jointly funded project like European Horizon. Our team in printed electronics is approximately 100 research staff. And where we position ourselves is kind of between the kind of academic concepts or demonstrators and the, let's say, the upscaled industrial production. So there's often a challenging gap to jump in from the concepts to the mass-scale production, and for that we have our staff, but also we have basically pilots. So we have a printer set pilot factory for upscaling and this new medical pilot to get faster proof to the market and functional demonstrators. This is what we have been presenting, let's say, last 10 years or plus is that we can upscale these processes like in medical batch manufacturing into the roll-to-roll scale, even in elastic ECG batches, and then of course design the functional part that is reusable conventional electronics ECG readout that can be used in let's say, preclinical trials. And the processing is a combination of printing, laser cutting, and converting, meaning mechanical cutting and lamination. But to get stuff here, we need to do also high-performance prototyping or proof of concept for field trials. And why this is needed and who is needing. So this is a very clear message from the big organizations that they are good in making high quantities, but the set up the infra to do the first, let's say, 10 to 1,000 pieces is quite difficult for them because they don't have infra, or then you will spoil the production from those guys. And obviously in startup world, it's very important that you can make the proof, show it to your funders, and then preclinical trials are something that is quite typical, and then field testing of these devices. And at the end of the day, you don't have much room for lessen functionality. You need to perform in these trials, which means electrical performance, integration, reliability, and testing and verifications. And then one driver that we have been seeing also coming more and more visible is the role of photonics in wearables and medical devices, and it has some new demands. Now the latest thing that we have been setting up and working now is the so-called medical device pilot, that is a clean room facilities that we can do other applications also than medical, but we are kind of following the medical regulations. This is not accredited room to do the production according to ISO 13485 or something like that. But we can basically in a relatively quick turnaround make functional performing devices in low to medium scale. The key tools here are printing and assembly lines. They are sheet-based, so they are 50 centimeter lines. We have good accuracy, good performance, and we also have computer to screen tools that we can start basically the printing the next day when we have the layouts. And obviously this is something that we do multiple times multi-layer printing, curing, and then move to the assembly.